Okay, I'm doing a bonus reading for Sagittarius because their video was so abrupt. It had a lot of, negative cards or seemingly negative cards in it, even though I found it gave amazing advice. So I'm going to do a bonus reading for Sag, and this is to do with money. And in all my videos, if anybody would like a bonus reading in any certain area for the collective, please comment below. However, if you want a bonus reading just for yourself, please book that through the information below the videos. I am open for doing readings and my artwork is for sale. This is 888. It was made a series of paintings that have all sold. This is the last one, and it is a money vibration. My crystal ball is purple today for you guys, Sagittarius, so you can look into the crystal ball if you want, ask a question and see what you see, or pause the video. Now, I didn't do a prediction for what's coming in the future, and I want to let you guys know that I'm holding the camera in my hand. So if it's too shaky for you, just go elsewhere. I don't have a tripod. If that bothers you, go elsewhere, or you can donate to my channel to help me get some better equipment, because I really am using some very old stuff here. So let me dive right in. I ask for advice for your life, Sagittarius, and especially for the person who requested a collective reading on money. And so advice rather than what's coming into the future, because you control everything that's coming into your future. Sometimes there's some momentum that you're not able to stop, but lots of times, if you really make a significant change in your mindset and in your life, you can significantly change the path of your life. And I've talked to people like who read palms and things like that, and they say even lines in people's hands change when they make a big change. So advice, your best advice for your life, Sagittarius, when it comes to your money. You're being advised to stop crying over the past and turn around and look. So if you had a bankruptcy, I don't care if you've had 20 bankruptcies, if you open 6-year-old businesses and they're all failed, they're telling you to take what was good from that situation and turn around and focus on the good. Your emotional state affects your life, especially for certain signs. If you're an overly emotional person, it means that you are very gifted in using emotions for manifestation. However, you're also challenged by your emotions, because your emotions will cause things to break. They cause fights to break out. And some people like me, who are empaths, we're very aware of what happens when our emotions are suddenly flared up in the negative or the positive. So I find this to be an amazing clue for you when it comes to your finances. It's telling you directly what's affecting your finances. And this is outright poverty mentality. This is outright holding your life back. Okay? And it's a very emotional, watery card. So you must really work on that. And that's the best advice for you, Sagittarius, when it comes to your finances. And this reading is timeless, by the way. No matter what time you're seeing this, 10 years into the future, it's for you. Now the Hierophant, now this is very interesting. For me, you got double fives here, so you got to make a big change. Big change is required in your life if you want to see a big effect in your finances. But the Hierophant is a very strict card. For me, I don't like the Hierophant. I find him very scary and very controlling. But what I focus on when I see this is the golden keys. So I feel you've already been given the golden keys. You already know what to do. You need to follow it in a very strict way. And your money being very connected to spirituality. okay? In the negative or in the positive. So for those of you watching, were you affected negatively by some spiritual thoughts around money, that maybe money is the root of all evil? You know, go there, examine your spiritual life and your spiritual teachings throughout your whole life. How are they holding you back? But at the same time, how can spiritual teachings help you propel forward? I put clarifiers with both of these. So I wouldn't say clarifiers, they're just additional information that go with that. So I'm going to go right to that. It's telling you to have courage. You are being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth, okay? So you are being tested. And a lot of us, well, what do you feel when you come up with this card? A lot of us are being tested by, there's a lot going on in traditional spirituality. A lot of us are being tested at this time. Have faith and stand in your truth. So that's a lot about what the church teaches us. Faith. So that word really sticks out for me. Belief in yourself. Okay? Now I'm going to go back to this 5 of Cups. Since I've already read this one. Sensitive soul. So you got an emotional card to go along with the emotional energy of the 5 of Cups. It's clarifying. It's giving you an additional message with the 5 of Cups. Stop focusing on the past, what didn't work out in regards to any area of your life, not just in money, because your emotions are affecting your financial strength and you are very sensitive. It goes right back to what I say about empaths being very gifted in manifestation when they use their emotions, but most of the time they're very challenged in using their emotions to their advantage. So you're being called upon, Sagittarius, to use your emotions to your advantage. I feel you have some issues with boundaries. You're too giving to others and you need to cut some cords. And please do that, people, especially people with a very emotional, watery nature. If you sit down and meditate, first of all, if you don't understand what cutting cords are, look it up. There's so much information about it. But a sensitive person, when you meditate, you'll actually see and feel those cords. And some people don't even need to meditate to see and feel them. And sometimes it's very hard to cut them away, especially people with demonic energies. I mean, that's their only goal. And this demon energy right now is in full force. Spiritual warfare, we're at the height of spiritual warfare, and it has a lot to do with your finances, okay? So that spiritual warfare, those demons that possess people, they just attach to you like you would not believe. And a lot of times people have sickness and they don't, they get a pain in their stomach. It's in their yellow solar chakra. But they don't realize that it's through energy attachments. A demon is sucking their life force. Because we're at a spiritual warfare. The more gifted you are right now, the more you are under attack. Okay? And so your final card of advice, I love it, the 3 of Pentacles. It tells me that you have everything you need. And you probably is a job in the public arena, and it could be artistic, it could be creative, using your skills to make money and to get noticed by others. This is a very powerful money card, you guys. And it's all about that emotion, because 3s is about, it's a energy. The 3 of Pentacles comes from the Empress. It's a side of the Empress. That 3 is the Empress number. The Trinities, it's a very spiritual number. And I feel like maybe your masculine side and your feminine side are in a bit of a struggle. And they're going against each other. But this is telling you that you already have everything you need. If you've been thinking, Sagittarius that are watching me, if you've been thinking about being self-employed or you already have a plan The universe is saying, go with this. And the card with it is the butterfly. They want you to emerge and take that leap of faith. And faith is mentioned twice in your reading. You've already been given everything you need. And you have everything you need. You need to emerge. Take that leap of faith in a big way. Now, in this final card, I asked the most important message that you need to hear in regards to your finances, that if you listen to this would lead you to the very best. And you get the card of fertility. Now is the time. Everything is right. There's nothing holding you back, Sagittarius that are watching this. You have everything you need. The only thing holding you back is your own self, okay? Now I'm going to do one more reading here, and I am going to just give a little look into what's coming for you in the financial arena over, let's just say, the next 2 weeks, Sagittarius. What's coming for you financially over the next 2 weeks, and this is for the collective energy, and it shows me you're in a strong position. You could really manifest if you wanted to, Sagittarius. You have everything you need, and the cards are confirming that twice. But what's crossing your path, again, I feel you being held back by something that challenged you in the past. It wounded you. You're the wounded warrior here, and you need to fortify yourself. You need to take time over the next 2 weeks to rebuild yourself and heal. Okay? You've been through some battles when it comes to your money. Okay? And in life, those battles are affecting you. Now look, you got the Three of Pentacles again. Boom! This card is telling me in regards to your finances, you have everything you need, like to get more finances. So if you're looking for a job or you're thinking you got plans, it's a go ahead. Okay? It shows me in the recent past there might have been some issues. You might have had a strict upbringing. You might have had cold people around you. Mean people. This is just cranky. But that's passing now. But you got the devil energy coming up. And I saw that previous pan is somewhat of the devil energy. So I'm going to clarify that. I feel like you have some very toxic energy around you. You're up against a lot. So in regards to your finances, there's some toxicity that you need to get away from. You know, I'm going to ask your best advice. Now, that came out reversed. I don't read them reversed, so I'm going to flip it. The Knight of Swords. So you got the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Someone who is wounded. You got someone around you that does not have the best interests at heart. And when I say someone, I immediately got in my head that there's more than one that don't have your best interests at heart, and they're wearing you down. Their energy is wearing you down, and what you're being told to do is cut it out. This is the Knight of Swords. It's about taking aggressive action to cut this out of your life, but in a very wise way, okay? You need to be wise. Now, in your hopes and fears. So, it came out reversed again, and I don't normally have anything in reverse in here. As you can see, nothing's in reverse. So, it does give me some indications that, Sagittarius, you have some blockages in your money. You're more on the negative side, because this is your hopes and fears, but it came out reversed. So, there's some real negative energy around you that you really need to be wise. You need to heal. You need to realize, first of all, how powerful you are. I mean, you came out as the Queen of Wands. Holy cow. You know what I mean? And you came out with the Three of Pentacles. So the first thing you need to know, how powerful you are. But you also need to know, if I already said this in this video or previous video, you're being attacked by demon energy. by that spiritual warfare that does not want you to progress, okay? So you need to cut it out, okay? But you need to do it in a very wise way, but you do need to take action. And you need to believe in yourself a little bit more. There is an open doorway for you, but your subconscious mind, there's blockages because you do need to heal, and you do need to get rid of this demonic, toxic energy. It is pure demonic energy. And for most people, I'm reading it as being outside of you. It's not an addiction within you, but it still mirrors you, okay? So if you don't understand the mirroring concept, look it up, please. Others, there's someone around you that wants to help you. I see 2 open doorways. So not everybody around you is toxic, but there's definitely some heavy-duty negative energy around you that needs to go, to let you shine your light. And there is a supporter around you, Sag. Yes, and this is your advice. You're being advised to focus on what is good about your life. Focus on your own stability. Focus on your own family life. Focus on your own goodness. Okay, this is like the Make-A-Wish card. Some people call it the Lover's card, but 1111 to me is symbolic of how are you using your mind? What are you most focused on? They're telling you your biggest focus needs to be on stability and the growth of your own happiness and celebrating life. Focus on the good, because I hiccuped when I said that, because there's a hell of a lot of toxic energy around you. Oh my God, and we get the Hierophant again. Particularly the person that asked me to do this video. When I see the Hierophant, you got some heavy-duty lesson here. It's a heavy-duty spiritual theme that tells me that maybe something in your spiritual life is affecting you. Your outcome of all this. Usually you see the devil has 5 right in it. And the Hierophant has 5 right in it. Some people see this as a very difficult card because it's connected to the Pope in Christianity. It depends on what you're experiencing with spirituality and male domination has been. And I feel like that's where an issue lies for you, who's ever watching this video. And I think it's cute. 2 little cats, they're not chained, but they're chained here. You know what I mean? It's very interesting reading. You got a heavy-duty life lesson attached to your finances if you are watching this video. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you. This is really, really interesting, and I'm glad that somebody asked me to do this. And if anybody wants, like I say, a collective love reading or a collective money reading, just comment below, and I will do that for you if I can get it out. Okay, peace out.